All right, for our next question, we turn to healthcare. We have a healthcare crisis in this country. That is not news to anyone in this room. Would you support a single-payer program such as medical care for all? Why or why not? And we'll begin with Paul Riley.
I am actually the recipient of a single-payer system. I'm retired Army, and I'm under the TRICARE for Life, which is very much like Medicare. When I turn 65 in a few years, then I'll have to switch to Medicare, and then TRICARE will become supplemental. So there is a way to do this, and I think we could get where we need to be. The Affordable Care Act was on the right path, and I think we need to go back and revisit that, especially when we take the House of Representatives and we keep the Senate and we keep the House, or the White House. We can go back and fix the loopholes that were so egregiously stripped out of the Affordable Care Act, and work more towards a single-payer system. Because right now, our system is broke. We're fundamentally, our healthcare, it costs too much money. I don't know if you guys caught the maker of Ozempic, the weight loss drug and the diabetes drug and stuff like that. He said it could be cheaper like it is in other countries, but your healthcare system costs too much money. And he's right, because it shouldn't cost as much money as it does to get the healthcare that we need. Other countries can do it. We can do it as well. We just got to have the wherewithal to make it happen. And we can expand it and make it better. Single payer will probably never happen in America, but we can get damn close to it, and we should strive to do that.
I have not really studied single payer. I am the recipient of the Affordable Care Act. Before then, I was under my corporate program. And when I retired 10 years ago, I've done without insurance for 7 years. When I approached 60, I went, I better do something. So I went out to the Google it, and I got on the Affordable Care Act. So I am an assured person now. And so I pay my monthly fees. I think at the helm of all of this affordability, it's the foundations of it is corporate greed. We are a market-free system, and it's corporate greed. And we like to take corporate greed and wrap it up into the current president. So right now, it's Biden's problem. But really, it's corporate greed. And at the end of the day, we like a market-free system. And so I'm not certain, Affordable Care Act was designed to address a single-pay system. But the powers to be blocked it. I have very little faith that we'll ever get it, because it's tied up in a whole lot of power and privilege.
I would agree with the idea of a single-payer health system. There are countries in the world today that do it very well. Some in the Baltic, Sweden, and other countries. I had a friend that went on a skiing trip about 6 years ago in Austria or Switzerland, and broke his leg. And he went to a hospital, and they treated him, and it cost him $24. $24. So the idea of having a single-payer system is very, very good. One thing that Gloria did say is that right now, our healthcare system, we're in a capitalistic society. And so it is built in different industries. We have an insurance industry, we have hospital, we have doctors. It'd be very, very, very difficult for us to try to change into a single-payer system. But I believe that we have to start. We have to start. ACA came about as a result of the healthcare being the number one threat to our economy. And I think that has sort of been alleviated. But at some point in time, it will be that again. It will be one of the single greatest threats to our economy and to the health of our nation. So yes, I do like the idea and would support the idea of having a single payer system here in the United States.